Hello, buds. When you load into a new game of Don't Starve Shipwrecked, your first objective will be to most likely leave your island via some form of naval transportation, with the goal of finding a new, better island for more resources. But what if, once we set sail, we could never touch land again? Yes, that's right. Welcome to the sequel of my Shipwrecked No Boats run. Today, we'll be doing Shipwrecked with only boats. Now, before you get your hopes up, obviously you cannot spawn on a boat, and even if you did, survival is basically impossible since there are some vital resources you must collect on land to make boat survival even feasible. So it's going to work like this. I can utilize my spawn island however I like, but once I set sail, that's it. No touching land ever again. Thanks to how Shipwrecked works, this means we'll be lacking many core resources, the biggest of which will be gold. And even certain resources like stones, bamboo, and flint will be non-renewable, which is tough. To make this challenge possible, we have to pick our character carefully. As much as it pains me to say this, my boy Wilson is just simply not feasible for this run. The best thing he can make is a bamboo raft, and from there, he plateaus kind of immediately. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can find a mangrove biome and get a renewable source of log rafts, but from there, it's just a ticking time bomb until either hurricane season or crocodogs wipe me out. Wilani's another fair pick, as she starts with a relatively decent boat, or well, it's not a boat, it's a surfboard, but you get what I mean. However, with no way to craft more surfboards thanks to the lack of science, and the lack of being able to make boards, Wilani will suffer the same fate as Wilson eventually. And yes, sadly the same can be said about the pirate character who seems perfect for this challenge because he has no reliable method of boat repair for his sea legs ship. And all that means is, yeah, Wickerbottom's back again. How fitting. She was the only survivor capable of potentially surviving without a boat, and now she's the only one capable of surviving with just a boat. Truly, she is the survivor of all time. This is because Wickerbottom is not only the only survivor capable of making gold from doubloons without a science machine, she's also the only one capable of making the Sea Lab, which will give her access to alchemy engine crafts out at sea. She also has early access to the rowboat and some sails, which will make life significantly easier early on when things are much more do or die. One more thing before we start this run though, I decided to do short seasons instead. Not because I was worried about time or anything, I'm a stupid chud, time doesn't matter to me, but rather because I felt like short seasons would increase the difficulty. Because now we would only have 12 days of mild season before the bad seasons show up, instead of the standard 20. Oh yeah, and I set Sealnado to more to guarantee a spawn instead of having that stupid 67% default spawn rate, because I don't understand why the bosses are on a chance anyway. Either way, without further ado, let's begin the run. Day 1 goes exactly like a normal Shipwrecked Day 1 would go. Except this time, I'm taking my time draining the island of all of its resources. It's the only island we'll ever be able to touch, and I already went over this, but we're going to want to focus primarily on resources that are non-renewable once we get out to sea. Flint, seashells, rocks, sand, bamboo, and vines are the main big ones. Snakeskin was also sort of required if I wanted to survive hurricane season, and thankfully, logs, twigs, and grass are all renewable out at sea due to the mangrove biome. But, you know, it's gonna require us to find said biome, so the more of those we can get, the better as well. Another huge Wickerbottom W is that we can craft a backpack, which will allow us to ferry even more resources off of the island and into our boat with us when we leave. And this allows us to have a very respectable stat line come the end of Day 1. We even obtained our first doubloon from a lucky parrot drop, only 11 more and we would have sea science. Day 2 saw us staying on land. What, once we leave we can't ever come back, let me enjoy the solid ground. We collect even more resources, hammer down our spawn wreckage for a free boat repair kit, likely the only kit we'll ever see for the rest of this challenge, and then we continue collecting even more resources. I guess I should explain why we need what we need for the less obvious things, huh? I mean, you all know why we need like flint and such, but what about that bamboo? Well, bamboo is essential for two very important crafts. We need it for trawl nets, which will be our only way to fight Quacken, who will give us a reliable source of doubloons, and of course, we need bamboo for the tar extractor, tar itself being essential for many of the sea-related crafts. That very same tar extractor is why we also need coconuts. The vines are to allow us to make our first vessel, the rowboat. Now, the rowboat isn't the best, but it's an alright starter vessel. But remember, we won't have a reliable way to repair for a majority of this challenge, so we would want many vines for many rowboats. Snakeskin is for two things: a snakeskin hat to survive hurricane season and be able to eat jellyfish without getting shocked, and a snakeskin sail for durable speed. And finally, we have sand, which was also for two crafts in particular: the Sea Lab and the Sea Chimenea. I had also been collecting seashells and hoped to get 10 for the armored boat, but it was already day 3, and I really didn't want to wait around on this island any longer than we had to, so I abandoned the armored boat idea, and we finally began the challenge on day 3. Now, if you take a look at my inventory, you may have noticed a huge fatal flaw, but you'll see what it is very soon anyway, so don't worry. Finally out on the open water. So that begs the question, now what? Besides getting some sick waves, we still had to figure out how to survive reliably out here in the ocean. Our first and most vital goal was to find ourselves a mangrove biome. This would provide renewable logs, twigs, and grass, all essential ingredients for everything we need. And thankfully, we had plenty of food packed away, so we full ported our exploration adventures for the rest of the day. But day turned to dusk, and you may notice I don't have any torches, nor do I have the twigs to craft torches. Yeah, we actually drained our starting island's twig supply, and me being the big-brained smart person I am, did not save any for a torch. Mangroves be damned, we needed light or we were dead. But the run's not over yet. There are actually 3 light sources you can have for free in Shipwreck's oceans. Rainbow jellyfish are the best, since you can eat them raw for about 4 segments of light. You can huddle around a brainy stem coral, which will also provide light when it's not picked. Or, our likely solution, bioluminescence. And what do you know? Clay blessed me with the latter. Run saved. But seriously, we do need a mangrove or things are going to get really dicey. Oh, would you look at that? A mangrove. Finally, things could really get working. Mangroves are awesome, not just in Don't Starve, but in real life too. I just love swampy environments, always so alive and vibrant. Too bad we don't really have any swamps in the great flatlands of Ohio. There's also some water beefalo that call these lands home who can provide some adequate croco dog defense. After doing what man does best and trashing a beautiful local ecosystem, I sit patiently with my new torch, awaiting day 5. Day 5 comes and it was time to get to work. I wanted to fight Quacken. Not only is this boss ridiculously easy, it also provides us with a very high chance of doubloons. Doubloons mean gold, and even if we don't get lucky and get doubloons, we will get something called the booty bag, a backpack that spawns a doubloon almost every day, which will essentially be an infinite, albeit very slow, gold generator. To summon Quacken, we have to trawl in the deep waters, so we get to work on that. Trawling is also really good for this run as it can provide gold and doubloons, and at worst, it will give us something easy to eat. But before we know it, okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. Let's repair up, and then let's try to make our way to Quacken here. Yeah, we take a lot of damage from these waves, but as long as we can get to Quacken, we should take less hits from the waves. Okay, all right. Where you at, boy? There you are. Oh god, I forgot about the tar slicks that Quacken does. I'm so used to doing this with like a actual thing. Okay, 101, 91. Not bad. Okay, I think Quacken is manageable with a rowboat. 81. We cannot get whipped though. If we get whipped, we're dead. 80. I should just repair. Let's repair. Okay, 150. We can take 15 more hits. Quacken, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? This way, this way. Last hits. Last hits on Quacken here. Yeah, we got this. We got this. Quacken's down. Quacken's down. We did Quacken with a rowboat. How I do love the sound. We didn't even get the doubloon drop. But you know what? It all didn't matter anyway. Remember how I said I had made a fatal error in my supplies when I took off the island? Yeah, it wasn't the twigs. It was actually my lack of rocks. I didn't have enough to make a sea lab, and no sea lab meant no sea base. This run was unfortunately very doomed. So, let's run that back real quick. Run number 2 went a whole lot better. We even got enough seashells for 2 armored boats by the time we had set sail on day 3. My goal was now to beeline for the Quacken once again and hope for the doubloon drop. There it is. Okay, Quacken. Okie dokie. Okie dokie artichoke. Let's do this! Can't get whipped. Gotta be careful not to get whipped. Alright, let's go for this. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Quacken, down, down, down! Take down the beast! Alright, Quacken, where are you going? Where are you going? Think you're slick? You're not! You're this way! Go, Wickerbottom, go! Boom, 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 boom. Alright, Quacken. You shall not win this day. Up! Wickerbottom, watch out! Oh my goodness. Yeah, if we get whipped, we're actually cooked. Okay, we're fine on health. We're fine on health. We're soaked, but that's okay. That's to be expected. Last time, last time, last time. There you are. Oh, the sea beast is down. We didn't even use one boat repair kit, but we're probably gonna have to use it here in a second. Yeah, we gotta use it. Okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. We got her. We got her. Good stuff. Quacken is down. We did not get the doubloon drop. All right, not great, but hey, we still got the booty bag, which means as long as we can survive our 13 days, we're certain to get our hands on the Sea Lab and be able to upgrade from there. But 13 days is a long time. 13 days is hurricane season. See how short seasons is harder now? We need another source of doubloons and preferably quick. Thanks to our thatch sail, we are able to move while holding a torch, which is very nice, but our grass supplies were dwindling, and we have yet to find a mangrove biome. We spent all of day 4 sailing and searching, but alas, no luck. To refresh my torch and preserve grass, I made a boat torch with some twigs and the almost broken torch, allowing us to make it through night 4. But things were very quickly reaching dire status. Day 5 saw us eating monster meat. Not out of desperation, I mean jellyfish are literally free food, but more because, well, I'm too lazy to spear some jellies right now. Time passes and still no mangrove biome. All hope at this point was nearly lost. Our torch supplies were, again, dwindling. But remember those rainbow jellies I told you guys about? Yeah, we found some. And this was going to give us just enough fuel to continue living. Since when you eat a rainbow jellyfish raw, you get 4 segments of light, meaning 1 jellyfish per night during these early mild season nights, which is very adequate. Still, it was a temporary solution. We absolutely needed to get our hands on a mangrove biome. I came across a large coral patch in the ocean which had some brainy stems, and these are actually really nice for this run because eating a brain coral will provide you with tons of sanity. And, you know, when unharvested, they even produce light, like I said a while ago. All of these upsides do come with a downside though. They take 20 whole days to regrow, so we won't be seeing these bad boys again until monsoon season. While I was here, I also hammered down a ballfin palace for some free limestone. As you probably noticed, I am getting rather low on food stocks, but in Shipwrecked, as long as you have access to the ocean and a weapon of some sort, food is never hard to find. Jellyfish provide 10 health when eaten, but every time you hit them, they cost 5 health, if you are uninsulated, that is. This means as long as you can 2-shot them, which you can with a spear or an axe, it's literally free food. We'll use this food source for almost all of this playthrough. It's also the only food source that won't drive us crazy, especially because I forgot to bring the extra sand required for a sea chimenea, which meant we have no way to cook any food out here. Oh boy, I really hope sanity doesn't become an issue later on. Anyways, later in the night, we hammered down another ballfin palace, and finally, we came across a mangrove biome. Mangrove biome means that we now had the means to make this run more long-term, but we weren't out of the woods yet. Matter of fact, we were entering the woods. Get it? Because, you know, mangroves, types of forest, trees. Like and subscribe for more epic funnies. But no, seriously, things weren't easy mode quite yet. we still had a massive shopping list. After collecting resources, I head out to use a trawl net in hopes that we get lucky and get either gold, doubloons, or trinkets to trade to the Yarktopus. And while doing that, our boat reaches critical condition. Once your boat becomes damaged enough, you'll actually take on water. But we can't swap boats without messing up our trawling, so we have to eat it. Eventually we swap and I managed to get one single doubloon from the trawling run, which was not very good at all. I then decide to end the day, mapping out some more of that sweet, blue, large, and expansive ocean. When day 8 rolls around, I decide to try my luck once again at trawling. But this would be the last trawl net we could make. I only have 5 bamboo left, 4 of which are required for the tar extractor, and each trawl net costs 2 bamboo. So I think you can see the problem here. I was hoping for a miracle. And one did come to me, not in the form of trawl loot, but in the form of this amazing steamer trunk. Yeah, I don't even think I need to describe how good this drop was, but I'll do it anyway. Snakeskin hat means that now hurricane season will be survivable, but the better thing is actually the ukulele. The ukulele is a trinket, and like all trinkets, they can be traded to the Yarktopus for copious amounts of doubloons. So now our new goal was going to be to find the Yarktopus. Oh yeah, we also got 1 entire gold from trawling, so that was nice as well. After using the shipwrecked equivalent of wormholes, the electric isosceles, I finally hit full insanity. And if you think I can do anything about it, oh my friend, no, I cannot. But that's okay, because insanity at sea in Shipwrecked isn't too dangerous. There's only one sanity monster, and it's very slow and easy to dodge. The only issue is that this sanity monster has a crazy respawn interval, which means we will always be chased by either 1 or 2 of them, for pretty much the entirety of this playthrough. Unless we can get our hands on some more brainy sprouts or something, but spoiler alert, we don't get our hands on more brainy sprouts or somethings. The next couple of days were spent continuing the search for Yarktopus. We absolutely needed him in order to get the 2 electrical doodads we needed for the sea lab, which would in turn allow us to make a proper sea base. But a problem arose on day 10. Our final rowboat reached critical condition, and with no way to repair it, we were down to log rafts now. Our speed, health, and overall quality of life just took a massive nosedive. Already max insanity. I can't see jack over here, man. Do we read this message in a bottle? I guess it gives us it gives us an idea on how big the map is. Literally useless message in a bottle, but okay, yeah, completely useless. Doesn't even matter because we can't even go harvest it. We are so much slower on a log raft. I mean, on the good side, log rafts are pretty much infinite. On the bad side, can't do much with a log raft. Hurricane season's almost here too. We got day 15 hurricane season will arrive. Goodness gracious me. This sucks. This sucks, man. You might be wondering why I'm not equipping my snakeskin hat for the storm. You might take a look at my wetness meter. That would answer all of your questions. It's not the reef. It is the reef! Oh! It is! Yarktopus! Yarktopus, I've arrived! Your Majesty! Give me gold this instant. Yes! Alright. How much is that? How much is that? 8! That's enough! This game really loves beating you down and then providing last-minute rays of light, I swear. With Yarktopus located, we traded the fabled ukulele and got 8 doubloons, enough to finally make the sea lab. And now we would only have to survive our trip back to the mangroves. But I would be lying if I said it wasn't a scary trip. We're being chased by, 2 of them? Yeah, we can outrun them on a log raft, dude. Crap. We have crocodogs coming. That's actually kind of dangerous. Double crocodog could prove to be a problem. If I can get back to my pan flute, I can sleep them. This could be really, 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 really bad. Should I go for it? I'm gonna keep the log raft ready. This is bad. Okay. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Where's the next one? I know it's not over. I know it's not over. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, thank you. It was just one. It was just one. It was just one. It's over. It's over. We're good. We're good. Upon reaching our mangroves, we still had a little more work to do. We needed to grab some more logs for boards for a better seaworthy vessel. And here's where Shipwreck's Ocean Insanity sucks. Remember how I said the respawn interval on these creatures was horrible? Yeah, it's really horrible. You kill one just for another to spawn in mere seconds. And when I finally had enough boards, I accidentally crafted the poopmobile that is the encrusted boat. Okay, it's not that bad. It's just really crusty and slow and is basically a log raft in speed. It only benefits from storage and its ridiculous 800 health pool, but that doesn't really even matter because it doesn't have armor, so 800 health is like nothing. I still preferred the armored boat for its general all-around goodness. I even made a snakeskin sail for the encrusted boat to see if it would help, and alas, it does basically nothing. So I get back to work, and by nearly midway through day 14, we finally get my favorite boat. We were in business now. I went out to get some food, but you know, this game just loves to give you random stupid stuff, and more annoying shipwrecked mechanics rear their ugly heads. It's a problem. Why are these guys feeling so much more common? Oh, come on, dude. Another one? Bro, you can't make this up, dog. What do we do here? Okay, we lost most of them. It's just this one. Nope. We got that guy coming too. Yay. Can you even like kite these guys? Oh, I just punched him to death. All right, what we're gonna do is, oh, beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna kill these last two guys. Please don't summon anything. Dude, what? What are the odds? This is the most I've ever had the stupid, like it's not even Crocodogs. If it was Crocodogs, then sure, whatever. But that is 3 times they have spawned in a row. Yeah, so if you didn't know, killing any creature at sea, or even eating at sea, has a chance to summon enemies. If you're lucky, you get Crocodogs, which aren't all that threatening. Sometimes you might even get Tiger Shark, which isn't actually threatening either since she's a neutral boss. Or, if you're really unlucky, like me, you'll get Sea Sharks, which absolutely suck because they love to swarm and they barely ever de-aggro. I mean, they will de-aggro, but they're just really annoying. Well, it's over now. Let's go ahead and talk about our future plans. As you may have noticed, we still have not found a way to repair our boat, and I have yet to find a tar slick anywhere, which means we gotta make our own. Luckily, I had a plan. We were going to head out and grab some gears from some floaty boaty knights. Oh yeah, you may not be able to tell because, you know, not much is different, and we're insane, so the color cube looks exactly the same. However, it's hurricane season now. We have a snakeskin hat though, so it's basically just gonna be mild season 2. So don't worry about it too much. We get our gears, head back home, and then, thanks to our savings pile of doubloons, we were able to make the drill. After drilling for tar, we plopped down a tar extractor, and now it was time to wait for the tar to actually be extracted. While waiting, I found a pretty awesome strategy to deal with shadow creatures. If we just jump between boats, they'll constantly despawn, letting us safely stay still, which we had to do because our boat health was looking awful, and as long as you don't move, your boat doesn't lose any health. Someone malicious was coming to say hi to us though, a lot earlier than I expected, and that's because of, you know, short seasons. Alright, so daytime Sealnado is certainly a thing. This is gonna be bad. I have plans though, I have plans. I think we can handle this, but it won't be us handling it. How much we got here? We have exactly enough, but we don't have time. We cannot, in our state, fight Sealnado. It's not happening. Not with this boat. This boat sucks. We're not gonna be able to dodge any of the hits. We're probably gonna be able to get one hit at a time, and then we've also got the shadow creatures and whatnot. So we're gonna off-source our labor. We're just gonna hope that one of these beefies aggro's onto the seal. Oh, never mind. We're good. Yep. Goodbye, Sealnado. Ah! Get me out of here. I forgot about that. Oh, Sealnado's done, by the way. Sealnado is so dead. Oh, Sealnado is so dead. I don't think Sealnado survived that. Yeah, that's a certified wrap. Thanks, Sealnado kind of cooked up one of them, though. I don't know. Now it's only one. I forgot Sealnado does have AoE. There's still plenty of these guys. The problem is they didn't kill Sealnado fast enough. So now she's... Yeah, okay. Alright, come on, Sealnado. Let's come fight these beefies, please. Oh no, is Sealnado gonna stay perma-aggroed on me now? Okay. Oh man, those beefs are gonna hurt though. There we go, good. We got 3 beefs doing damage. That should cook Sealnado up, I'm hoping. They have such a slow attack pattern though. I don't know if they'll be able to... Aw, curses, why is Sealnado in AoE? They got her! Yes! The beastie's down! I don't know if I need to kill Sealnado. I was about to just murk Sealnado, but look at all this meat from the beefies. No, let's not let our greed get the best of us. Sealnado, you get to live. Woohoo! Yeah, dude, short seasons might be my new thing, man. This is fun being underprepared for stuff. Sealnado fell to the beefy boys, and we got a huge meat payday. To make things better, tonight we got down our sea yard, which meant we finally could repair our boats. But if you think this meant things were finally easy, well, no, they were not. Okay, calm down. Let's get our health back up real quick, because our boat is not feeling too good. Curses, why did I put it right here? Thankfully, the tides should change tonight. I know you guys might be laughing at me. You're probably like, what the hell? Why did you put it right where the tides are pushing at you? But again, remember, it's the tides are going to change. It's okay. Just got to have a little faith. We're going to be all right. The seal's dead. They're not changing. Great. I really, truly hope that's not going to be an issue. I think she just left. Oh, no, she didn't leave. She's just kind of like doing something. Oh, God. Tiger Shark's here. Hold on. Dude, Tiger Shark's... Tiger Shark, leave me alone, please. It's because I ate the meat. But Tiger Shark is neutral, to my knowledge. Oh, is that Croco Dogs? Thanks, Croco Dogs. Okay, yeah, everything in the planet is happening to me right now. Okay. I take it back. We didn't just win. We just entered a new version of hell. Oh, there's Tiger Shark. Okay. I've got to juggle. Actually, it's lightning. Okay. All right. I'm so sorry, Beefalo, but I'm so glad you guys are in heat because I need you to deal with this. Are you not affected by the wind, you freakishly fast dog thing? Crap. Come on, get angry. Why are the water beefalos not getting angry at the doggies? This isn't great. There's only 3 of them. There we go. They're staggered. Good stuff. Yeah, we got this. Okay, we're good. What a freaking... Dude. Relax. It's okay. We did it. The hard part is over. Sealnado's done. We've just got monsoon and dry season. Now, dry season is probably gonna suck butt. Yeah, it probably was me from the past, but right now, that's not our concern, big dog. The next couple of days were spent ferrying our boats together near the sea yard, and with a fully refreshed armored boat on day 24, we set out to use our final trawl net. This time, focusing on bioluminescence, which will allow us to relax at night without worrying about light sources. Wait a minute, did I explain how I got extra bamboo? Oh yeah, I hammered down a raft set piece that also gave us a spear gun. So, I guess I totally forgot to mention that in my script, oopsie doopsie. But back to the present time, we already had some bioluminescence near our sea yard already, but I would like to expand the zone. We still did need some gold as well because I want to make the propeller, you know, the iron wind thing, which requires 2 gold and 1 electrical doodad. So basically 4 gold. Did I mention that hurricane season was over, by the way? Yeah, you genuinely cannot tell with this insanity, but monsoon season means nothing. For now. At least, not for the first few days. By day 27, we had enough gold to make a cutlass, and I decided to go for it. I still wanted to fight Tiger Shark, which at sea is much harder, and that simply won't happen with a spear. Not even that spear gun we got will help us here. After fighting a swordfish, we have everything we need to create a Cutlass Supreme, which will allow us to do many more damages than we would normally do. I don't know why I said damages. I thought it was going to be funny, but it actually wasn't as funny when it came out of my mouth. I don't know. I'm going to leave it in though, because I don't really care. We also make a small seawall, which will protect us from rogue waves. The next few days were mostly tame. We sailed around trying to find more steamer trunks for more gold. We even spent a night chilling with some local dolphins. So cute. But there was one major thing on my mind. Defeating the local shark gal. Alright, screw it. We're shooting her. Oh my goodness. She's cooking up the stingrays, that's for sure. And she's putting in that work. Not gonna lie. Alright, she might eat a bit of that monster meat. At least that'll soften her up a little bit. Oh god. Oh god. Dude, every bone in my body is telling me not to do this, but you gotta live a little sometimes. Wickerbottom, shoot! There it is. Now here's the thing. Her bite attack is tough because it's gonna hit us with these. Here comes the jump. Man, dude, fighting Tiger Shark in the ocean is just not the move. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, I didn't know I could go up to her before the waves actually formed. Never mind, we're good. I was like, huh, how am I gonna do this? It's actually not that bad. I just gotta not go too far away. And I could probably do 3. Okay, that's not that bad at all. We can handle Tiger Shark. Never mind, I got way too scared for nothing. Okay. Dude, fighting Tiger Shark at sea is much harder, though, that's for sure. Woo! It's kind of fun, though, actually, once you get the hang of it. Okay. There we go. Thanks! Oh, that hurts! Ooh, that hurts a lot! Dude, that stupid jellyfish it might get us killed, actually. How much health could you possibly have left? Okay, it's fine. Alright. Nighttime is approaching rapidly, unfortunately. But this is kind of fun. If that jellyfish didn't get in our way, we would have been fine. Gotta back off. We got our demons here. Darn it. Dude, the jellyfish actually screwed everything up. My entire flow, my vibes, they're done. Okay, doing the jump attack. Tiger Mama's got some fight in her, though, dude. Fighting Tiger Shark at sea is dangerous. Alright, come on. Do your bite. Do your bite. Retreating, retreating. Okay. Her nest is this way. Her nest is this way. And so she retreated. But that was exactly what I wanted. Because now we knew the location of her den. We can't just go on land and aggro her like I normally would, but I do have a method to bring her out. You see, doing actions at sea has a high chance to spawn her. Especially during monsoon season, which is her season. But most actions involve eating or killing. There is one action that will allow us to repeat the spawn chance dice over and over and over again, and that is baiting a trap. By setting up a trap on the coast like this, and baiting it repeatedly with a morsel that we got from pan-fluting some birds, because what else are we going to use pan-flutes on? It's only a matter of time before we get our final rematch. Bait, pick up. Bait, pick up. I'm gonna eat one of these just in case they go bad. Pick up. Bait. Darn it. Go insane again. That's her, that's her, that's her, that's her, that's her. That's her! Tiger Shark! Go ahead. Enjoy your last meal, Tiger Shark. Or it will be your last. Oh, this is gonna be dangerous. But you know what? Worth it. Alright. Oh no, 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 no. Let's get her over here. Let's get her over here closer to her babies. She'll feel more entitled. Three. Oh, just like that! Oh, just like that! With Tiger Shark down, I celebrate by making a dumbrella. Just in time for monsoon season proper to arrive with all of its rainy goodness. And we eat some brainy stems. Finally, we once again had color in our world. I even got to spend some time rearranging our base and making it just a little bit prettier. Oh. Dry season's now? Welcome to dry season, everyone. We were officially in the home stretch. Now, if we could survive 10 days of hell, we could say that it's possible to survive indefinitely with only a boat. But we all know what dry season means. I can't appease the volcano because that would be going onto land, so we'll have to survive this the good old-fashioned way. Here it goes! Alright. Darn it, didn't want to lose that tree, but that's fine. Okay, we just can't get hit. That's all we gotta do. But this is the first one, so it shouldn't be that bad. Alright, not bad, not bad. Oh yeah, first one's easy. Okay, here comes the heat. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Yep, we're good. Alright, first one's not bad. There it is. Alright, let's go. Okay. I'm gonna lock in a little bit more for these ones, because it's gonna get hard once the ash hits. The early eruption is not too bad. I think that hit a beefalo. Oh god, that beefalo just got eviscerated. Okay. The start of these eruptions isn't so bad because, you know, we can see. Okay, all right. It didn't go into the ash. I'm happy about that because I guarantee you they're gonna hit me with a meteor now. They almost did. Okay. So far, so good. Ooh, scary, sketchy. Yeah, we're probably gonna overheat. Remember, this boat, she can take a beating if we absolutely must. I'd prefer not to take a beating. Yeah, here we go. Now we're going into the ash with the eruption going on. This is where things get sketchy. Stay moving. Stay moving and watch the shadows. Okay. Not too bad. Oh, it's not stopping. Okay, there we go. Whew. It's over. Oh, never mind. It happens now. All right, here we go. Ooh, goodness. Yeah, this boat's definitely fast enough to dodge. So I'm kind of happy we chose the encrusted boat because it's got a good insurance policy. Basically, the insurance policy is you can take 2 hits before you die of death. All right, here comes the heat. The heat's not going to be fun, I'm sure. We'll have to get ready to heal if we need to. Unfortunately, the jellies are going stale. Oh, this is going to be a long one. Buckle up, everybody. Oh, goodness. Now, I think, thankfully, it has to be a direct hit to do full damage. We did take a hit from the waves there, but again, we're crusty and musty, so we didn't take too much damage from it. Ooh, goodness. Yeah, it has to be a direct hit to do the full 300 damage. But as you can see, it's starting to get more difficult to see the shadows. Oh. It's over. Hey, we did it! That means it's almost over. Yep, here we go. All right, eruption. Oh, and we're insane. Great. All right. Let's fight our sanity while we dodge meteors. Yeah! Avast ye scurvy dog. Can you ride big waves on a... No, you can't. I was curious. I thought for a second I rode the big wave. Bruh. Down come the meteors. Yeah, I think I'm too, like, used to the lots of meteors function. Because, like, I always play with lots of meteors. This time I didn't. It's kind of underwhelming. Not gonna lie. I was expecting a bit more. Ooh, my. Okay, that one almost got us. That was there. Woohoo! Okay. All right, maybe I should keep my mouth shut. Okay, I'm sorry, Clay. I'm sorry. I'll keep my mouth shut. Okay. So far, so good. Nothing. No big deal. Oh, I thought the meteor hit us from there. I was like, no way. No, it was the sandy creature. We're good. We're good. Oh! Wow, that guy got hit point blank with a meteor. Too bad he doesn't care. And with mild season's return, we can answer the question. How long can you survive with only a boat in Shipwrecked? Well, presumably indefinitely, as long as you pick Wickerbottom and give yourself the starting island. But regardless, this challenge was fun. Hard, but fun. If you want to see more, click that video on screen now. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next one. Polarlotus out. Bye-bye.